Okay, where was I? What was I saying? If we look at Peakalytics, one thing I noticed when I was there, first of all, going into Dallas regionals, I have to stop this. I can't get my thoughts together with the music going. It's louder in my ears than it is on stream. So looking at Peakalytics and looking at all of the, like, if you go to Trainer Tower or any videos where that involve like the VGC 2020 metagame and everything like that, as it stands, hold on, let me check. Okay, I was checking Discord to make sure that nobody is calling me. So if we look at the metagame as it stands, right, going into Dallas regionals, it was, you know, Whimsicott, Dragapult, Corviknight, and like a Jellicent, and like some other stuff, or like, you know, Excadrill, Tyranitar, or whatever. And if you look at Peakalytics, especially right now, we have Dragapult, Arcanine, Excadrill, Whimsicott, Togekiss, Gastrodon, Grimmsnarl, Duraludon, Tyranitar, Snorlax. So let's just look at top 10, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, which actually goes all the way down to Snorlax, right? Out of these, what I saw was not a lot of Dragapult, which is something I really want to emphasize. And as I was walking back and forth, I heard a lot of people. It's so funny, like, just as a sidebar, it's so funny to walk through like an event or a convention and hear so many people say Trick Room. I'm not kidding. So many people, like, I would be like on my phone checking the schedule, like to see what side events or what else is cool, like what vendors are going to be there, if there's going to be a panel or whatever. And it'd be like, Trick Room. Trick Room, blah, 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 Trick Room, blah, 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 Jellicent, blah, 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 Trick Room. And dude, I was like, what the heck? I think Trick Room is like I don't know. I still don't know if it was pre-Dallas Regionals a bigger deal or like overhyped. Do you know what I mean? Because maybe the discussion was coming from Trick Room is so overpowering or Trick Room is really underwhelming. But a lot of people in just conversations that I overheard just literally walking around were talking about Trick Room. Another thing that I heard a lot is conversations about Dragapult. Specifically, I've heard 3 separate people say that he was dead weight. Verbatim those words. I heard this one guy. Oh, and I never mentioned that the pink-haired commentator, the little the chick with the pink hair. I talked to her too. I told her she did a great job because she was just like off by herself, and I felt really bad. And I know a bunch of these nerds aren't gonna, they're like, oh, it's a cute little pink-haired girl, oh, anime, you know, like they're not gonna go say anything to her, and they didn't. She was just like off in the corner by herself, you know, on her laptop, either wanting to be left alone or, you know, just because in the industry that I come from, you know, people doing events like this are often freelancers. You know, think about Dan, aka A Drive. Think about Lord Wolfie, right? They traveled here basically by themselves, and you know, unless they brought someone with them, which I don't think that they did, they're just there in this weird place by themselves. So I can kind of empathize with that because you know, I work in that industry and I know what it's like to, you know, fly to Florida for a weekend to do some freelance tech work or, you know, whatever. I understand. So I wanted to make sure. And there was another guy. He wasn't one of the commentators, but he was a VGC blogger or analyst or column writer or whatever for either Trainer Tower. I can't remember. He said it so fast. He talked really fast. But I was like, oh, okay, very, very cool. I read a lot of your stuff, but I can't for the life of me remember. It was probably Trainer Tower or Nugget Bridge or whatever. I don't remember. Something that I would have to read a lot. But anyway, I told her she did a great job. And ironically enough, she was one of the people that in the Twitch chat, people were like, oh, the commentary is so cringy. And I didn't think it was cringy. I mean, she was making jokes, but there's like, you know, you fly into another place and it's got to be weird. You got to be jet lagged and tired, and you're there to work, you know. So I don't know. But anyway, let's get back to Dragapult. A lot of people, from at least from my impressions at Dallas Regional, my personal experience when I was there, people said that Dragapult was just dead weight. Now, if we look at Dragapult on Peakalytics, which is just showdown usage stats in the format of VGC 2020, right? So this isn't like tracking live online, ranked battles. This is showdown in the VGC 2020 format, right? Dragapult, really strong, 120 attack, 142 speed, 100 special attack. It's the fastest and strongest thing that we have out there. Phantom Force, Protect, Dragon Claw, Draco Meteor, Dragon Darts, Fly, Shadow Ball. You guys know what it does. Most commonly with Life Orb. Weirdly, most commonly with Clear Body. I thought that was sort of a niche pick, but a lot of people that I saw that were using it when I was walking around the VGC floor, spectating or creeping or whatever, were using Infiltrator and not Clear Body. And the most common set is Jolly, which is what I personally use. Is Jolly, max speed, max attack, Life Orb with Clear Body, and Protect, Steel Wing, Dragon Claw, and Phantom Force. And I Dynamax it all the time. But a lot of people said that they felt that Dragapult was dead weight. Now, I don't know if that has to do with the conversations that I overheard about Trick Room or not. Maybe it does, but let's move on to the number 2 used usage percent Mon or whatever. Arcanine. So Arcanine, 110 attack, 90 HP, which is really good. Special attack 100 and a speed of 95. Most commonly with Will-O-Wisp, Snarl, Flare Blitz, Protect. You can also run Extreme Speed, Helping Hand. I've seen a lot of Burn Up Arcanine on the ladder and also while I was there. Most commonly used with Dragapult and Whimsicott, which is so weird to look at showdown versus in real life. Most commonly with Citrus Berry, obviously Intimidate, and Jolly with just max speed, max attack. There was a ton of Arcanine at Dallas Regionals. A ton of Arcanine. Not a ton of Dragapult, a ton of Arcanine. I saw Arcanine everywhere. On stream and just walking around the VGC floor, I saw a ton of Arcanine. Excadrill is very interesting because I would say that I saw about a medium amount of Excadrill. It's got 110 HP, which is really buff. 135 attack. The rest of its stats are trash, and then its speed is 88, but it doubles in sand. Excuse me. Most commonly used: Iron Head, Protect, High Horsepower, and Rock Slide. I'd say by far and away this is the most common set. Obviously most commonly used with Tyranitar for Sandstream, but what I have been seeing a lot of, and it reflects accurately on here, is no Protect, and instead I've seen Horn Drill on ladder, but I didn't see anything else. But no Focus Sash, and instead Assault Vest with Mold Breaker. I saw a lot of Mold Breaker Excadrill and not Sand Rush Excadrill. Most commonly used is Jolly, max speed and max attack. That's nothing new. But I very rarely saw Tyranitar and Excadrill, which is weird because in the beginning of the format, like that was all you saw: Tyranitar, Excadrill, Dragapult, Whimsicott, or Braviary or whatever. But I did not see any Excadrill, Tyranitar. None. Not a single one. But I did see a lot of Excadrill, and a lot of the times it was Mold Breaker. Whimsicott, I saw this everywhere. Whimsicott, and we might as well just talk about Togekiss. Togekiss, you saw all the tweets. Togekiss is everywhere. I saw it on stream. I saw it walking around. I heard people talking about it in the hallways. Enough to make me want to come home yesterday and build a fresh Togekiss. That's how big of a deal Togekiss is. Huge deal. Huge deal. Like Togekiss, I'm not joking. Togekiss is like the it might as well be number one. And now I know this is Peakalytics and it shows only showdown usage stats, but Togekiss is everywhere, especially for Follow Me, which 91% of them have Follow Me. Air Slash, not as common. It's better when you use it for Dynamaxing. Dazzling Gleam, obviously, that might as well say 100%. And then Yawn also might as well say 100%. The freaking Follow Me, Yawn, Dazzling Gleam, and then I've seen a lot with, not Heat Wave, Flamethrower. Why Heat Wave? I guess maybe it learns Heat Wave. I don't know. I didn't think so. I saw some with Thunder Wave. But most of the time I saw Yawn, Follow Me, Dazzling Gleam, and Flamethrower. Everywhere. And you could look up all the tweets of people punching those Togekiss plushies in the face and saying, I'm sick of Togekiss. Togekiss is everywhere. Like, it was everywhere. Everywhere at Dallas Regionals. Everywhere. Next up in usage stats, Gastrodon. I probably saw one Gastrodon. I did not see this a lot. Now, maybe, and I will say this before moving forward to the rest, like the bottom five. When I say from what I saw, it was a mixture of the streamed matches and walking around the VGC floor and spectating matches, right? Literally, it could have been anyone, no matter what their win-loss ratio was. I was just walking around, and those setups that I showed you in the picture previously, that you just sit and stand behind them and watch. So, you know, what I saw is what I saw, and regardless of what is good or whatever, I'm just telling you, Dallas Regionals in VGC 2020 format, this is what I saw, and I was there. Gastrodon, I think I saw like one or two. I didn't see a lot. Apparently you use this with Rindoberry. It's got really decent HP. Attack is 83, which is surprisingly high. Defense sucks. Special defense is 82. Special attack is 92, and its speed is 39. Most commonly used with Earth Power, Scald, Recover, and Protect. I did not see the Gastrodon. The one that I remember watching that had a Gastrodon, I was like, oh, interesting, Gastrodon instead of Jellicent. Did not use Recover at all. It was Ice Beam. Most commonly used the Arcanine, Dragapult, Tyranitar, Excadrill. You'll see these over and over and over again on Peakalytics, but it is not accurate, except for Whimsicott, Arcanine, Excadrill, and Togekiss. So these middle four, so top number one, Dragapult, disregard that. Disregard Dragapult. I did not see a lot of Dragapult, and the ones that I did see, you know, I heard people saying I felt like it was dead weight. Arcanine, Excadrill, Whimsicott, Togekiss, yes. Excadrill, kind of in the middle, I would put it lower. Gastrodon, I saw like one of them. Grimmsnarl, I saw zero. Zero Grimmsnarl. I heard two dudes talking in the hallway in the lunch line, talking about how Grimmsnarl is really scary. I did not see any Grimmsnarl, but maybe I just didn't see those. Maybe I just didn't see those matches. But you can prankster, switcheroo, eject button with, you know, whatever, a quick attack or whatever. Duraludon. Duraludon was everywhere. Duraludon was literally everywhere. Like, yeah, it was everywhere. I freaking was so excited for Duraludon. Just landed. Congrats on Dallas Regional. To see y'all next time. Oh, I guess Dallas Regionals isn't from Dallas? That's weird. Huh. That's crazy. Okay. Anyway, back to... I was checking Twitter, sorry. Isaac, what up? So Duraludon, everywhere, dude. Everywhere. Literally everywhere. We saw it on stream. I saw it. A-Drive was even using Duraludon. I saw it when I was walking around the VGC floor. I saw it everywhere. I saw Duraludon everywhere. HP 70 sucks. Attack 95, surprisingly high. Defense 115, special attack 120, special defense sucks, and a speed of 85. Under max airstream with plus speed is actually like pretty fast, pretty decent. But most of the time I saw this with Assault Vest. Peakalytics says 64%. I would say basically 100%. Just because of its high special attack. Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, and I guess Draco Meteor for damage. But most of the time I saw Max Knuckle come out of this thing. So you Dynamax, Flash Cannon, Thunderbolt, or Max Knuckle. Dark Pulse also, I saw a lot of Dark Pulse. Stalwart ignores Follow Me from Togekiss. So that's very good to either pair together or bring all the time as a counter to Togekiss. And as I said before, Togekiss is everywhere. Everywhere. Literally everywhere. Togekiss is everywhere. Tyranitar, I did not see a lot of. I can't really comment on Tyranitar. I did not see a lot of it. I can't tell you anything about it. 100 HP, really good. Attack 134, higher than Excadrill. Defense 110, really good. Special attack 95, special defense 100, and it gets a boost to special defense in the sand. So, I mean, yeah, it seems like you should see Tyranitar more than you should see Gastrodon, but Gastrodon is higher, only by 2.36%. But yeah, I barely saw any Tyranitar. I saw a lot of Snorlax. With a berry. I didn't know if they were G-Max or not, but a lot of them had Gluttony with a berry, and they were next to, you know, like a Jellicent or Trick Room or whatever. I did not see a single Belly Drum. I saw a lot of Darkest Lariat. I saw a lot of High Horsepower, and that's pretty much it. None of these other ones. But yeah, so that's top 10. So now that we've covered that, I'm going to take another quick break, and then we're going to get into the matches. But that is basically what I saw boots on ground at Dallas Regionals, VGC 2020 format. Dragapult, almost none. Arcanine, a lot. Excadrill, I'd say middle of the road. Whimsicott, all the time. Togekiss, all the time. Gastrodon is weird because I think I saw like one. Grimmsnarl, I did not see at all. Duraludon, I saw everywhere. Tyranitar, I did not see at all. And Snorlax, I saw probably about as much as Excadrill. Anyway, so I'm going to take another break, and then we'll get back into the on-stream matches. It's 9 hours long, but a lot of that is breaks and stuff, so we're definitely going to skip around. But anyway, I'll be right back.